Greetings, fellow conquerors. This is darkfireslide, and welcome back to Great Britain here in EU4. And what a lovely empire it is. It's very nice, and I'm just staring at our income sheet. I'm used to well, I was before this I was playing as Tibet over in Asia. You know, the mountain range basically. You know, started as the nation of Utsang. Pretty difficult start, and but looking now, I'm seeing like, oh wow, we're making 30 ducats a month, and it's not from spoils of war. So that's pretty great. We're currently at 1279 development with not a whole lot of autonomy, but I would like to look at our current state's situation. For example, yeah, if we look at this area, we could easily make about 2.2 more ducats per month, so we're obviously going to do that. Notwithstanding the admin tech situation, which would get us another idea group. It's true, but we're only paying 33 admin apparently. So, not really an issue, I think. Oh, apparently we were supposed to improve relations with someone. Whoops. Turn Mingen into a city, or establish a colony in North America. Which one of these is better? I like this one, the global settler increase. How close are these to done? This one's pretty close to done. So we'll be looking at that. How's our unit maintenance? I'm going to turn army maintenance up just a little bit so our colonial troops are a little bit better off. And right now we are saving up money to pay off one of our loans. We currently have 3+1 advisors. And we're looking very soon into getting Admin Tech 18, which will allow us to get another idea group, which I'm really excited about, actually. I think we take the 10 Republican tradition. So we'll go ahead and actually raise maintenance all the way. Get 10 Republican tradition for 32 Pretender regiments. And actually, right before this, well, first I played a multiplayer session with a couple of friends. We all rolled random nations and ended up in Africa, which was pretty funny. I ended up as Morocco actually, and got a really wild start, which I'm pretty happy about. Oh, let's see, we got another event here. So, national unrest for 10 years, gain 3 unrest in London, lose 1 Republican tradition, but we lose minus 0.05 monthly autonomy. Well, our economy is already great, so I think we take the Republican tradition at the cost of Diplo Rep. Not really worried about the situation as far as that goes. What is the current unrest in this colony? Here in Mingen. Can we even... Okay, yeah. Oh. Sure. Set up the penal colony. Great. 10 more settlers per year is pretty nice. Get our troops here. I think either Spain... Okay, Spain's in a war. He's fighting the Palatinate, Memmingen, Nassau. So these... Yeah, that's the Dutch war. No, it's Bohemian. Bohemia's doing a reconquest war on the Palatinate. Oh, well there you go. We'll keep converting these provinces. The unrest in Halland is looking a little rough, but not too bad yet. But we are going to go deal with this these British Pretender rebels down here. Funny to get more Pretenders after Oliver Cromwell just took over. Oh, here we go. This is an English-specific event. Here we go. The Decree of Indulgence and the Bill of Test. Charles II was secretly Catholic and his brother James II openly. Oh, okay, I see now. So Charles II was secretly Catholic and his brother James II was openly Catholic. The Decree of Indulgence issued in 1672 was aimed at relieving the situation for dissenters and Catholics. In addition to personal reasons, any king who supported Catholicism could count on the support from France. Well, we are France. In fact, Charles II got his reward in the form of a large sum of money in a treaty closed behind the back of the Parliament. Around the same time, Parliament issued the Bill of Test, which again excluded dissenting religious groups, including Catholics, from public offices and allowed persecution. The Parliament subsequently raised the issue of excluding the openly Catholic James II from succession rights. Alright, religious freedom for all, lose stability, missionary strength -1, tolerance of heretics +2. Protestant supremacy, lose 1 stability, and we get +1 missionary strength, -2 tolerance of heretics until the end of the game. Or lose 3 stability and gain Catholicism as a new state religion. I think I'd rather take the tolerance of heretics, if I'm being honest, because our missionary strength is already quite high, as I recall. Although apparently not high enough to convert Stockholm because it's a center of Reformation. Yeah, I think we lose the missionary strength and get tolerance of heretics. I like it. I think we won't take a river crossing if we go that way. We're fighting a 3-3, we're a 4-4. I'll go ahead and let this army recuperate a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and engage. All the bodies, good lord. 1 stack of rebels. Yeah, sure, 13,000 rebels and we didn't even, or 13,000 men lost and we didn't even kill them. Such is life in Britain, I suppose. We really need to get a morale. And I've thought about making a video explaining this, and you would think to yourself that the best way to improve the quality of our troops would be to take quality ideas, and well, you're kind of wrong. I mean, yes, it helps, but what really helps about quality ideas is the policies you get out of it, which you combine with ideas like, I believe it's economic and innovative, both give you a bonus, and we don't have either of those idea groups, so it doesn't really help us that much. And defensive, the thing that's great about defensive is the 15% morale is amazing, because it's the second idea of the group, doesn't take that much of an investment to get, doesn't put your military tech behind, especially if you're like not Western, which we are, but I'm just saying as like a general reference. And the 15% morale, the thing is, it applies to all of your troops, and the thing about morale is that the morale damage that your troops inflict is based on the maximum morale. So in addition to being harder to rout, the 15% morale also improves the morale damage that your troops inflict, making them more likely to, rout the other troops and do more damage. And the 15% applies to all of your troops, whereas the combat ability, even if you apply the combat ability... oh, hey, we finished the colony. Even if you apply the combat ability, it's only for one troop type. So, would you rather improve all of your troops by 15%, or improve all of them by, 10%? And I thought about making a video on it because it's a little bit of a complicated subject with the way the math formula works, but basically morale is better. Alright, we are going to pick up Tech 18, which is pretty amazing. And we're going to go ahead and go with... oh, hey! Oh, we're a republic. We could totally go plutocratic. I really want to, but I know deep down that defensive is kind of what I need to do. Although I am curious, I don't get to play with plutocratic ideas that often. I wonder what our options are for policies. It's mostly like administrative type stuff, more taxes, more, unrest reduction, that sort of thing. Whereas defensive ideas, with our ideas, morale of navies, so thank God. Stability cost modifier reduction. Whew. So the policies we get out of defensive ideas are not that great, but the 15% morale we get is huge. Now, I don't know how this situation with Cromwell ends. I don't know how presidential dictatorship works. But I'm thinking to myself, plutocratic may be our way of getting out, and I also don't know how this works, but I think if we take this now, even if we lose the republic, aspect of our country later, we still keep this idea. We still get 10% morale of armies out of it, which is pretty nice. Manpower recovery speed is also really useful. 20%, and of course the tech cost reduction is great as well. And we also get another merchant, caravan power. I'm thinking plutocratic. I think we go plutocratic here. It just makes sense to me. Also, it increases the amount of available mercenaries, so we will have actually 10 million mercenaries available in our country at all times. People are just signing up. You know, it's like it's the new college degree. You get your mercenary degree, you head out the door, and you sign up to join the British Army. That's just how things work around here. Now we are still behind on Diplotech, and we would like to change that. But for now, we are still very ahead of tech on military. We are going to go ahead and pick up the available mercenaries, and then as soon as possible get that morale of armies, and improve our troops that in a way that they desperately need. Because our power projection sucks. Our prestige is great, but our power projection sucks because we can't fight our rivals, which I hate. Spain is 57% weaker than us. Useful information. I wish Lorraine would fabricate a claim, but considering that they don't seem to be doing that, I'm just going to consider annexing them as soon as possible. And at this point, we just need to improve their opinion of us, so we're going to do that and then annex them. Oh, hey, we have a new colonial nation. Newfoundland. I don't know if I want to go with that name. It would be historical. But wouldn't we just want to call it Canada? That's what it was called, but I guess it is technically Newfoundland at the moment. Unless colonial Canada is a different region. Where are colonial regions at? No, this is all colonial Canada. So theoretically this colony would go to them after the fact. Interesting. Let's see. I have a very special subscriber who has been a part of the channel for basically since I've had 100 subs, and I want to I don't know if it's a he or she. But very special person. Thank you for being a part of the channel. I'm going to go ahead and name this Oil Bucketland, after Oil Bucket, the wonderful subscriber who is a part of my channel. So, congratulations, you now have a colony over here in the Americas. Congratulations. Thank you for being a part of it. Now, we have ambitions. We have things to do. We're going to go colonize Africa. And there aren't even any natives in this province. Which makes it even better what we're about to do, which is attack Mali. Get hyped. Actually, I don't even need to send these troops down there because this area doesn't have any natives in it. So, whatever, basically. Kind of the same thing going on down here with some of these provinces. And we could feasibly take over a lot of Africa. And because, a lot of people hate the states and territory system, because of the states and territory system, we can actually take over land from Mali and land down here, land from Mutapa, and actually, use it and make use out of the land. We can truly have an empire that spans the entire world. I'm so excited. I'm glad I decided to record tonight. I know I'm not as chipper as I usually am tonight. I'm a little bit tired, but I hope that the content is still entertaining, and appreciate you being here. Now, do we have any rebels about to pop up? The Danish separatists in Holland. We'll wait till they're at 80%, and until then we'll just lower maintenance down to 0. Start making 37 ducats a month again. We can improve the Netherlands' opinion of us by 60, or we could get 15 prestige. I think we go with the prestige, because we need morale of armies, basically. Oh, Austria is attacking Savoy, whose only ally is Tuscany, which means that Austria has lost his alliance with Tuscany, which means he's only allied with Poland and Novgorod. This is important information, because we have claims on Austria. We have a lot of troops, and we're about to get 10% morale of armies. All very important information. I think we stop improving relations with the Spanish, who are still at war with the Palatinate. And how are they feeling about this war? They're actually beating the Bohemians. Oh, and the Netherlands are actually fighting against Bohemia. So my own allies are kind of tangled up in a war at the moment. I really would like to attack Austria, if possible. But the only people who would be willing to join would be the Netherlands, because the Ottomans are 1,800 ducats and dead, and Spain is, is friendly towards the Austrians. And I don't think we could beat, all these people, and specifically, why would Switzerland join? Are they in a coalition or something? Oh, they're a vassal. They're a vassal of Austria. Okay. And Brunswick is here. He is allied with the Palatinate, who we could call in Silesia and Thuringia, so not really a threat. But still something we have to consider, I guess. We could help the Ottomans pay off their debt, but even then it's still, us. And what is the Polish army like, anyway, right now? Poland. They have 98,000 troops, so maybe not something we want to tangle with, especially without the help of the Spanish, who are currently tied up. So we're just gonna, be a little reserved for the time being, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with a little bit of patience, especially considering we can keep expanding into Scandinavia. Now, I've updated my map hotkeys down here, and thankfully, blessedly, because now I can actually look at the states and territories map mode without taking the whole 5 minutes, which is pretty fantastic, I think. Now let's see. This colony is still setting up. He'll arrive in 50 days. Sure, we'll give access to all the people because we're not tools. Or are we? We were led by Oliver Cromwell. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Somebody said that Oliver Cromwell is actually a great general, and I wanted to look for myself. So we're going to turn our leader into a general, and he's a 1-2-2, so I guess that wasn't true. I'm a little disappointed, if I'm being honest. That's okay. This is fine. Now, one thing we could do is, we're making so much money that it may be worthwhile to start investing in building some more better forts. And let's go ahead and activate our forts, see how much of a drain on our economy that is. Let's see. It looks like our resting point for our land armies is going to be around, yeah, it's going to be something like 23, which is okay. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, something else somebody mentioned. If I can culture convert this province, then these rebels will stop firing. And for one province, considering I don't plan on taking any more Dutch clay for this exact reason, let's give one base tax to Oil Bucketland. And but I just looked before I started recording the episode, and actually, we have to get rid of the separatism before we can change the province. We gain a claim on Luxembourg in Austria. That's cool. That's fine. Let's see. How close are we to being able to annex you? What is your opinion and why? You're still upset about being forced vassalized. You're still a little upset about aggressive expansion. Okay, that's fine. Sure. No, all of your complaints are valid. Trust me. Sorry if my voice is a little shot too. It's been a long day, and my voice is kind of going. Oh, and there they go, off into the sunset. Goodbye, Flemish separatists. What do we do? Where do we go? Austria did something there, and I don't know what. But anyway, if we can annex Lorraine, we can start expanding into the actual HRE without Austria's interference, which is basically what we wanted the entire time. And I think we wait to get the Diplotech here. What did we get at Tech 18? Do we get more settlers by any chance? Nope. Alright, how much of a gift could we send Lorraine to improve their opinion of us? Economy, send gift. Okay, they're at 175. We need 15 opinion, so we'll send them 75 ducats, and we will start annexing them. Alright, we have to wait till the 3rd of January. That's okay. If we pick up Diplo Rep from Influence Ideas, we've already got the reduced annexation cost. Our Diplo Rep currently is +0, so it would be very slow goings. Let's wait. Let's wait and see. Alright, it's January 3rd. Annex Vassal. It would take 11 years. Yeah, I say we go ahead and pick up the Diplo Rep. That's fine. Diplotech, it's okay. And now it's only going to take 6 years. It's going to cost us a bunch of points, 5 per month. That's fine. Yeah, let's annex them. They're going to join the Empire. Short-lived vassal, but a vassal nonetheless. And hey, that's admin points we didn't have to spend, which is always nice. And definitely for our next idea group, we're going to be picking up a admin idea, I think. Or maybe we'll just stick with a military idea. I don't know. Being ahead on admin is always nice, especially because we're likely going to be expanding into Mali here. We're actually going to build a spy network because they are 5 techs behind us. And what kind of ideas you got? He's only got 1 actual idea. His ally Air does have defensive ideas, and he himself has 15% morale of armies. So he has 30% morale of armies, but he's not even at Tech 15 yet. So even his best ally is really not that threatening. Alright, good stuff. Now, after this colony finishes, I'm torn on whether I want to send a colonist to North America. We do have the mission, so I think that's what we should do once we finish this. How's this colony looking? It just started. Brandenburg was building a spy network. I don't know why. Why are you spying on me? I thought we were friendly. Oh! Brandenburg is in a union with Poland. Interesting. Poor Brandenburg. He had what it took, you know, and now he's just Poland's attack dog, essentially. Nonetheless terrifying all the same. Our current force limit is 148,000 troops, but I haven't felt the need to build any more troops yet. Austria resting in our land for some reason. He can kill the Flemish rebels, that's fine. But we do have to wait for the separatism in this province to go away. That's what I was trying to get to earlier. I don't know if I ever mentioned it. But we have to wait for the separatism to go away in Calais before we can actually change it, which I believe is going to be done in 2 years because we have 1 separatism. And I believe separatism goes away at 0.5 per year, which is quite nice. Austria fabricating claims on us. Probably thinks he can take us. But, let's be honest. You know, I sincerely doubt it. I'm really excited about getting plutocratic ideas. Danish separatists. If we throw a stack onto that province, which it can support the supply limit, thankfully, I think we can actually just stop the the problem altogether. And now that I think about, I didn't even think about this. We can actually expand into Lubick as well. So many options for expansion. We're going to pick up the 10% morale of armies, which puts us at 5.6, up from 5.1. That's pretty good. I like it. Maybe we will take defensive ideas for our next group, just so our morale can keep up with all the other nations around us. Because our base discipline is 112%. I'm pretty satisfied with that. I want to round it out with the with morale though, because our soldiers are not very brave. They're disciplined, but not very brave, and I want brave soldiers. It's kind of what morale is supposed to signify. I think, the will to live and to win, really. But anyway, that's all I think this is all I'm gonna record tonight. But thank you for joining me. Not that it really matters because you're watching this sequentially in episodes and probably are seeing this as it gets released. But I digress. I'm kind of rambly tonight. Anyway, thank you for joining me, my fellow Britishmen, and I'll see you on the next one.